Welcome back to the Metaphysics Podcast with me, Dennis Goddard, and of course, Louise Hicks is here with us too.
Hey, everybody.
So today, we're going to be diving into, well, I think we can all relate to this. Self-worth.
Yes.
You know, it's something that I think kind of haunts us all in different ways. And, we've had some really great listener questions about this. You know, people want to know, how do we actually stop caring what other people think?
Yeah, for real.
Not just recognize it, right?
Right.
Because we've talked about that before.
Yeah.
You know, we can recognize, oh, yeah, I care too much what other people think. But how do you actually break free?
How do you actually do it?
So that's what we're going to dive into. And one of the things that's been so helpful for me in my own journey is this concept of the motivational mechanism. It's like the universe's ultimate life hack.
Right.
But it's also so hard to wrap your head around sometimes. Can you kind of break that down for us?
So the motivational mechanism, as talked about by Darryl Anka, channeling Bashar,
Right.
It basically says that you only believe the things that you believe because on some level you think they're serving you.
Okay, that's the part that always gets me. Like, if I'm in a bad mood or beating myself up, how is that serving me?
Right.
I'd rather have a giant pizza right now.
I know. It's like, how is this bad habit serving me?
Yeah.
You know, if it wasn't serving you on some level, you would just drop it.
Right.
And it's counterintuitive, right? Because you think, well, if I'm feeling so bad, it must not be serving me. But if you really look at it, like, for example, if somebody criticizes you and it really hurts.
Ooh, yeah.
It hurts because on some level, you're worried they might be right.
Oh.
And that's why you're holding on to this idea that you're not good enough.
Okay. So it's not that the criticism is necessarily true.
Right.
But it's that it's hitting on something that maybe I already believe about myself.
Exactly. Exactly. It's like there's a resonance there.
Okay, wow.
And so there's two main reasons why we do this, why we hold on to these negative beliefs, even though they make us feel so awful.
Oh, lay it on me. I want to know.
All right. Well, one is low self-worth. I mean, that's pretty straightforward. You just believe, well, I'm just not good enough, right? I'm not smart enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not talented enough, whatever it is. You know, your inner critic is saying, nope, not good enough. You know?
Right.
But the second one is a little bit more complex, but it boils down to fear.
Okay. Fear. Fear of what? Fear of failure.
Well, it could be fear of failure.
Okay.
It could be that you don't actually believe the negative assessment, but you're afraid that if you believe the positive thing, that it's going to lead to something even scarier.
Oh, like what?
Like, for example, some people are afraid that if they raise their self-worth, they're going to have to step out of their comfort zone.
Right.
They're going to have to take risks, and they might fail. Oh, yeah. I know people who stay in jobs they absolutely hate.
Yes.
Because they're so terrified of not finding another one.
Exactly. They're afraid of the unknown.
Right. So even though they're miserable, they'd rather stay in misery than risk it.
Right. And that actually keeps them stuck.
Oh, wow.
Right. So the thing is, if somebody else out there is living the way that you secretly want to live, it proves that the alternative is possible. So one of the things that Bashar recommends that you do is find examples of people who are living proof.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. That your dreams can come true so that you know it's possible for you too.
So instead of just fantasizing about it,
right.
Oh, I wish I could be a musician, you find actual musicians.
Yeah, exactly.
Who are living that dream.
Right. And
you think, well, if they can do it, maybe I can too.
Exactly. And as you start to believe in yourself more, something really interesting happens. You start to be able to glimpse things from different perspectives.
Okay, hold on.
Now we're getting into the weird stuff.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess. I mean, it is kind of weird, right?
So you're saying, like, there's a connection between my self-worth and like, having an out-of-body experience.
It sounds far out, I know.
Okay.
But stay with me.
Right.
Remember those limiting beliefs that we talked about? The ones that say, you know, you're not good enough, you're not worthy.
Yeah.
Those don't just affect your self-esteem. They actually affect your perception of what's possible.
Okay, so you're saying my self-worth is like a filter on reality.
Exactly. If you're constantly putting yourself down, you're essentially shrinking your world.
Oh, wow.
But when you start to value yourself, when you start to recognize your inherent worth, that filter starts to dissolve.
Okay.
And you start to open up to a wider range of experiences.
Wow. I'm actually getting chills just thinking about it. So these glimpses into other perspectives or like feeling connected to everything, Are those a sign that we're breaking free from those limitations?
It's like you're catching a glimpse behind the curtain,
Hmm.
like getting a taste of a reality where those limitations don't exist.
This is blowing my mind. So, cultivating self-worth.
Yeah.
It isn't just about feeling good about ourselves.
Right.
It's about unlocking our full potential as a human being.
Yeah,
It's about opening ourselves up to experiences that we can't even imagine right now.
exactly.
Before we go any further down this rabbit hole, I want to pause here for a second and let that really sink in for you, the listener. Think about a time when you felt really good about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Did anything out of the ordinary happen? We'll be back in a flash to unpack this even more, but make sure you hit that like button
Yes.
and subscribe so you don't miss the rest of this conversation.
We'll be right back. Welcome back.
So it's fascinating, right? This connection between self-worth and these, I guess you could call them expanded experiences.
It really is. It's like we're not just talking about feeling better about ourselves,
Right.
but like tapping into a whole new level of awareness.
Yeah.
And you're a big fan of Bashar.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So I have to ask, does this tie into what he says about vibrational frequencies?
Absolutely. Yeah, Bashar talks a lot about how we're all becoming more vibrationally compatible
Right?
with higher frequencies and, what raises your vibration?
Well,
Joy,
right.
passion, self-love,
Right.
all the things that come with genuine self-worth.
So it's like tuning a radio to a different station.
Yeah, that's a great analogy.
The more I vibe with self-love and all that good stuff,
Mhm.
the more I'm open to picking up these expanded perspectives.
Exactly. It's not about forcing those experiences.
No, it's about creating the conditions within yourself that make them more likely to occur.
Makes me wonder, is that what he means when he talks about creating heaven on earth?
Yeah, I think so.
Like, are these expanded perspectives? Are they part of what we're moving towards as a species?
I mean, it's a beautiful way to think about it, right?
Yeah.
By choosing to live in joy, pursuing our passions, treating ourselves and others with kindness, we are literally aligning with those higher frequencies
Right.
and creating a reality that reflects them.
So we might even become more, more open to interacting with beings who already exist at those frequencies.
Right. Who knows?
Okay, now my mind is going in all kinds of directions.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's exciting, isn't it?
This is huge.
Yeah.
But even if we don't have ET stopping by for tea just yet,
Right.
this is so empowering
It is.
because it means that by focusing on our own self-worth,
Mm-hmm.
we're not just improving our own lives, but we're actually contributing to a collective shift in consciousness.
Exactly. It's a ripple effect, like
Yeah.
your individual choice to embrace self-worth can inspire others to do the same.
Okay.
And those ripples can spread outward, creating a wave of positive change.
So we're not just passively waiting for the world to change.
Mm-hmm.
We're actively participating
Yeah.
in creating the reality we want to see.
Yes, exactly.
That is incredible.
And the more we do that, the more we're likely to experience those glimpses
Right.
of a higher reality, a reality where limitations fall away
Wow.
and we're connected to everything.
So if you're listening to this right now and you're thinking, okay, this all sounds great, but where do I even start?
Yeah.
Remember what we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Start by noticing those negative beliefs
Right.
that are holding you back.
Right. Just notice them.
Right.
Don't judge yourself for them. Just
Yeah.
become aware of them.
And then look for examples of people who are living the way you want to live.
Exactly. That's proof that it's possible.
Right. It can be done.
Right.
And be kind to yourself.
Yeah.
That's so important.
So important.
Self-worth is not a destination. It's a journey.
Right.
We're going to have ups and downs, moments of doubt,
Yeah.
moments of incredible clarity.
Yeah.
Just keep moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
Keep believing in yourself.
Yeah.
And watch as your world expands in ways you never thought possible.
It's true.
This has been such a mind-expanding conversation. We've covered so much ground from the motivational mechanism, vibrational frequencies.
Yeah.
Gosh, we even talked about the possibility of interacting with interdimensional beings.
I know, right?
But I feel like we've only just scratched the surface.
Oh, yeah. There's so much more to explore.
Before we wrap up this part of our deep dive, though, I want to leave you with a powerful question. If you truly believed in your worth, what would become possible for you?
Right.
What doors would open? What experiences would you attract into your life? Take a moment to really sit with that question. We'll be right back to explore this idea even further. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and leave us a comment with your thoughts. What resonates with you most from this conversation? We'd love to hear from you. Welcome back to the Metaphysics Podcast. We're wrapping up our deep dives into self-worth and how it connects to this amazing idea of expanded perspectives.
Yeah, it's not just about feeling good.
Yeah.
It's about the kind of reality that we're able to experience.
Exactly. And it really highlights how much power we actually have as individuals.
Right.
We're not just passive recipients of reality. We are active participants.
Yeah.
Co-creating our experiences with every thought, belief, and emotion.
Yeah.
So if I'm walking around feeling unworthy and limited, I'm actually shaping my reality to reflect those beliefs.
You got it. It's like you're putting up all these invisible walls that prevent you from seeing and experiencing all that's available to you.
But when we start to cultivate self-worth, those walls start to crumble.
Yeah, yeah.
And we open ourselves to a whole new realm of possibility.
And that's the exciting part. As you embrace your inherent worth, you naturally start to attract experiences that align with that higher vibration. It's like your reality starts to mirror your inner state.
This reminds me of something we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
That idea of the universe having a motivational mechanism.
Right, right.
So if I'm holding on to these limiting beliefs, it's because on some level, I think they're serving me.
Yeah.
But what if those beliefs are actually preventing me from experiencing my full potential?
That's a really great question.
Yeah.
And it highlights the importance of questioning those beliefs.
Right.
Why are you holding on to them? What are you afraid might happen if you let them go?
It's like we're playing small to avoid some perceived danger. But in doing so, we're missing out on the magic
Right.
of who we truly are.
Exactly. And the more you embrace your authentic self,
Yeah.
the more you step into your power, the more that magic starts to unfold.
This whole conversation has been such a powerful reminder
Mm.
that self-worth isn't just about feeling good.
You're right.
It's about unlocking our full potential as human beings.
It's about becoming conscious creators of our own reality.
Exactly.
And it's a journey that we're all on together,
Yes.
by supporting each other.
Right.
Celebrating each other's successes, reminding each other of our inherent worth, we can collectively raise the vibration and create a world that reflects our highest potential.
Beautifully said. So as we wrap up this deep dive into self-worth and expanded perspectives,
Mm.
I want to leave you with this thought.
Okay.
What would it look like to live a life where you fully embraced your worth, where you celebrated your unique gifts,
Right.
where you showed up as your most authentic self?
Imagine a world where everyone felt empowered to do that.
Wow.
What kind of reality could we create together?
What a beautiful vision. And it all starts with each of us,
Yeah.
with our own individual commitment to self-love and self-acceptance.
Remember, you are worthy, you are loved, and you have the power to create a life that reflects the incredible being that you truly are.
Thank you so much for joining us on this incredible journey of exploration. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this episode with anyone who might benefit from this deep dive. And most importantly, keep believing in yourself and the infinite possibilities that lie within you.
Until next time, keep shining your light and embracing the amazing journey of self-discovery.